here in the paddock watching my beautiful mini horses. Oh, and there's a rare occasion. We have traffic. Ooh, that's traffic. So I'm here in the paddock. It's finally such warm weather. Hi, Fionn. So this is Fionn, and that's the other one, Odin. Yes, hello. And I just made a video of shedding season, so I'm using a leaf blower to blow out their coats. Fionn, it's the biggest of the two. I don't know if you can really see it. He's the tallest one. He is super afraid of it. Still doesn't like it, but with positive reinforcement, I've managed to teach him that he has a choice, that he can move away, and that if he moves away, I am not chasing after him. There is hay here where I use the leaf blower, and there's hay behind me so that he has a choice to eat with or without the leaf blower. But there's another thing, I am a clicker trainer and he knows he can earn treats. But there are some ground rules to not make positive reinforcement coercive, because you could say like, okay, you can only have a treat if you do this for me. And that's not a really good way, is it? No. No, that's not a really good way, because then it becomes coercive, and then it becomes bribery. Only if you do this, you can get this. But with real positive reinforcement, you reinforce the choices of your horse, and you will reflect on his feedback. In other words, you will listen to what he has to say and then improve your own training setup, make it easier for them, make it less scary for them. All those kinds of things that you can do as a trainer to make it easier for them to do what you want them to do. And when a horse is fearful, the first step that we have to do is to acknowledge their fear. Because when you are a good friend, you don't force your friend to do something they don't want to do. A good friend will help them overcome their fear first, because when horses are in fear, they are literally in survival mode. Their brain doesn't work in learning mode anymore. So when they are in survival, when you notice a high level of frustration, maybe even aggressive behaviors like a little bit of nipping, that's how high the frustration has gone up, then they are about to start in that level towards survival mode, fight or flight. And that's when they are out of learning mode. So I have a video, I will upload it, where I just kind of made a mistake that I was having the leaf blower in one hand and my phone in another hand, and I couldn't really give him the treats at the right timing. And then I was like a little bit clumsy, and probably the leaf blower just blew unexpectedly on his body, and Fionn ran away. And it was a pretty, well, extreme reaction, because he was really in flight. And the upside of it is that you can see how fearful he really is, because sometimes, hi Odin, sometimes people, especially when you're clicker training, they see the end result behavior, and then they think, well, but you know, your horse is easy, or yeah, that's easy for you to say because you have such an easy horse to train. But I think with all training, if you do it right, it might look easy, but it's not. And sometimes we forget that there's so many steps before we see that video that has happened. I have these lovely, lovely horses for about 3 years now. Oh, you like scratches there. You like that? And in those time, we built that relationship. And training with a relationship is so much easier and faster than training when you don't have that relationship yet. And you can build up that relationship pretty quickly by by making it easy for your horse to understand what's been reinforced, that he has to do something, and that he has a choice, and that he can choose just not to cooperate. And when he gives that feedback, that you, as a trainer, can do something with that feedback. And when you do something with the feedback, and when you do something with that feedback, they will learn that you are listening to them. And that's really, really important because that's how you build trust. And I can go on and on and on about this subject. It's my favorite subject. And now I have a hairy hand. Um, that's why the leaf blower is so incredibly handy. Because you don't get all the hairs. Anyway, that was my little blurb about positive reinforcement, what the benefits are when you are listening to your horse, that your horse learns to trust you, that you build up that relationship. And that's my favorite motto. My motto is get the R of relationship with your horse first, because then the results will follow. If you do not have a relationship built on trust and mutual understanding, it becomes pretty quickly coercive, because then you only have that top-down communication, like in traditional horsemanship methods. And it's fine if that's what you care about. If the results are more important, and you can absolutely do that. If the relationship is also very important to you, I would suggest building that relationship by listening, by knowing what they need as a species, because every species is different, of course, and then also implement your knowledge. And if you want to know more, I teach this in the HippoLogic Clicker Training Academy, and that's an online school to learn to clicker train your horse. As always, train with kindness and clarity, and happy horse training.